through an automated phone survey. Their decision follows the progressive camp's consolidation behind Kim Seok-jun after Cha Jung-in withdrew and endorsed Kim. The centre's conservative bloc, responding urgently, held discussions on the 13th and finalized their agreement after registering their candidacies. Campaigning begins on March 20th. A study has found that 1 in 3 foreign students enrolled in Busan's universities in Busan are unable to enter the country on time due to visa issues, causing disruptions in their academic schedules despite having paid tuition fees. At a city council inquiry, Councillor Seo Ji-yeon highlighted visa delays affecting over 32% of foreign students in Busan. She urged the city to shift from attraction to integration, improve coordination with the Ministry of Justice, and streamline policies across multiple departments to support student settlement and long-term residency. In international news, police have detained 15 people after a fire at a nightclub in North Macedonia that killed at least 59 people. The blaze broke out around 2:30 a.m. local time yesterday at the Pulse Club in Kochani, where about 500 people had gathered for a concert by DNK, a popular hip-hop duo in the country. And now for today's weather. The current weather in Busan is clear with a temperature of 8 degrees Celsius. The temperature will average around 4 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At the bus stop, you can see various scenes. Some people keeping check of the time, leaning toward the direction the bus will arrive in, eagerly waiting for their rides. Others sit on the bench, turning the boring waiting time into a fun moment with their phone. Some even strike up conversations with fellow passengers waiting for the bus. Every time a bus arrives, people get off and others get on. And at the next stop, the same scenes unfold again. Well, hello there, everybody. My name is Nick, and welcome to For Your Busan. Stay With Me by Calvin Harris, welcoming you all to this Monday edition of For Your Busan. Welcome one and all, my name is Nick, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Now, I have to ask you, when was the last time you waited for a bus at the bus stop? And what do you usually do while waiting for your bus? I guess now that we have our phones, it's a bit easier to answer that. We can all stare at our phones mindlessly, message someone, watch a video, scroll through Instatheng while we're waiting for that bus, right? But these days, we don't have to keep peeking down the road to check if the bus is coming, because through the magic of technology, we can check exactly when the bus will arrive and exactly which bus number is approaching as well. It's fantastic. It's like magic sometimes. And this means that bus stops are no longer just places for waiting, because you can time your arrival to when the bus will get there. But there is more. Bus stops are becoming places where we can also enjoy nature. You see, Busan City plans to turn the bus stops along the central bus-only lane on Gaya대로 into urban forests where people can appreciate plants throughout the year. This project will cover 12 bus stops between Chure Station and Dongi University Station. And what makes this special is that although some cities have decorated bus stops with plants before, this is the first time in Busan the professional garden designers are involved, adding a touch of expertise. And once completed, people will be able to enjoy nature's changing beauty, including fresh sprouts in spring, lush greenery in summer, and autumn leaves in fall. So imagine taking a moment to relax in a small garden while waiting for the bus, a little green oasis in the city. And it's reasons like this that make Busan a truly livable city, in my opinion. So that's fantastic. We have people messaging in who are messaging in about bus stops, actually. Choi Sung-nim messaging in saying, bus stops have air conditioning and heating systems. They're really comfortable. I did not know that. I didn't know that bus stops have heating and air conditioning. That's so cool. I'm sure select ones, but that's amazing. I had no idea. That's good information. Soinim saying, 지금 버스 정류장이에요. 퇴근하는 중인데 너무 졸리네요. Wow. I hope you have a safe journey. And I guess I don't know, I hope it's not boring because you're listening to For Your Busan. 수고했어요. 수고하셨습니다. On a hard day of work, Soinem. And thanks for checking in right now. And thank you everyone who's messaging in right from the start of the show, which is always nice to see. Benny Nim saying, hi Nick, Jang PD Nim and all, happy Monday. Good to see you bright and early here, Benny Nim as always. Hope you're doing well. Soinem saying, 반가운 친구 Nick and Jang PD Nim, 주말 잘 보내셨나요? 여기는 꽃샘추위가 찾아왔어요. 부산 날씨는 어떤가요? You've been having good weather in Seoul for a while. I guess the inevitable was going to happen at some point. 꽃샘추위. 여기도 찾아온 것 같습니다. Is that right, Chang PD? It's cold. 지금도 꽃샘추위죠. It's not freezing. It's like 8도? I think it's like 8 degrees-ish. So it's not like super cold. But the mornings and the evenings are colder. But it's not too bad. I hope you're staying warm in Seoul, Soinim, and that you can brave out this how do you say 꽃샘추위 in English? Like this flowery cold season spell thing. I have no idea. Juliet Nim, shall I read this? 너무 cheesy하고 corny해가지고 읽기가 조금 어려울 것 같은데요. 저 한번 해보겠습니다. Twinkle, twinkle, handsome Nick. How? Okay, one more time. Twinkle, twinkle, handsome Nick. I wonder what you are up above the BFM, like a diamond in BFM. Twinkle, twinkle, big star. 이제 그만하겠습니다. Well, thank you, Juliet Nim. I don't know whether to applause or cry or cringe, but I appreciate it. 감사합니다. And welcome to the show. I hope you're having a good day. Now, I certainly am having a better day now. I know Chang PD is loving this. We have Senekanim saying, hi, this is my first time joining here. Oh, welcome to the show, Senekanim. It's good to have you. And then also saying, 항상 쇼츠랑 영상 둘려보며 영어 공부해요. I'm glad I found this channel. Welcome to the show, Senekanim. It's cool that you found us through the videos. Enjoy the live show. Message in, and later you could potentially win some prizes. Jin Lee Nim as well with a new profile picture. Good to see you, but with the same name. Saying, can't wait for 4 p.m. Hi, Nick and Chang PD Nim. Great to see you, Jin Lee Nim. I hope you had a great weekend. It's always wonderful to have you here. Sangmin Park Nim as well. Apparently, it's St. Patrick's Day. 오늘은 성 패트릭의 날입니다. Is that true? I'm not Irish. So I don't know. But I know Irish people and people from the USA love St. Patrick's Day because it's an excuse to drink lots of beer. Is it St. Patrick's Day? It is St. Patrick's Day. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to my Irish brethren and sisters out there. Drink responsibly and have a good time. Yeah. Zenekin saying, I've heard of St. Patrick's Day, but honestly, no idea. Yeah, it's a huge thing in Ireland and America. And in England, it's not like we have this patron saint of Patrick, but we like to enjoy a beverage or two. Anyway, keep sending your messages in, everybody. Remember, today's topic can be chosen by you. For your 부산의 토픽은 여러분이 하고 싶은 이야기로 정해집니다. Please let us know what topic you'd like to discuss on the show and it might be chosen. You can join the conversation in both Korean and English. Just send a message to pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 100 one KakaoTalk message or a YouTube live message. Just hop onto YouTube, type in BFM, click on For Your Busan, and you can see me here in the studio and talk with all of our friends in the live chatting area. So, I'm going to tell you what's coming up in today's show. In the first half, we're going to have Busan Is, where we bring you the latest updates and insights in the Busan News Information segment with our news anchor, Hong Jung-hwa. Latina Maria will follow that. Time to share my thoughts about everything in the world. It's also a moment to reflect on how these things were back in my day. And Busan Hot Places, a segment that takes you on a journey through Busan, showcasing the city's most exciting events, must-see attractions, and vibrant activities. Jimmy's going to be here to help us there. And that's just the first half. In the second half, we're going to have On the Mic, stories of Busan locals encountered on the streets of the city. Busan's Tale, a storytelling segment delving into various aspects of the city, the history and the mysteries. Haley is going to be helping us there. And of course, every day we have Quiz Master, a daily quiz time with listeners where you could potentially win a prize. Today, I believe, is 이행시, acrostic poem day. So make sure you get your creative hats on and you could win some coffee. Remember, you could be the prize winner, so send us your messages at any time throughout the show. Tell us how you're feeling, how your weekend was, anything that's on your mind. Or if you have any questions, feel free. It's all welcome. 소희님 saying, 오늘도 좋은 표현 하나 배워갑니다. Brave it out. That's a good one. I usually brave it out when it's cold, but I don't want to turn on the heating. I'm just going to brave it out. Brave it out. Stick it out. Brave it out. Thank you. I'm glad you found use of that. 고수님 coming in saying, hi everyone. Good to have you here. 고수님, hope you're having a great day. And I hope it's going to get better for the next couple of hours. All right, don't go anywhere because Busan Is coming up next.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 4:19 in the afternoon on a Monday, a chillier Monday than last week, but not too chilly. Anyway, we have Hong Dang-dang in the studio.
안녕하세요. 월요일입니다.
월요일, 예.
네.
지금은 꽃샘추위죠.
맞아요.
꽃샘추위인데 그렇게 생각보다 춥지 않더라고요.
너무 긴장했어요.
그죠?
데뷔하고 막 갑자기 영하 1도래, 0도래 막 이러니까.
그죠. 지난주 홍당당님이 계속 무서운 이야기 계속 하셔가지고
추워요.
긴장했어요. 근데 생각보다 괜찮더라고요.
네.
근데 서울이나 뭐 다른 지역들은
눈이 또
좀...
왔다고 하죠.
그래요?
눈이 많이 왔다고요. 다른 지역에도. 네네.
Yeah.
야.
Yeah, yeah. 이름님께서 부산이니까 다른 곳은 추워요.
맞아요. 그리고 어젯밤에도 그랬고 바람이 강하게 불더라고요. 그런데 오늘 이제 아침에 해가 나면서 좀 바람이 잦아들면서 좀 괜찮았는데 그래도 그 바람에 봄이 있는 거 있죠.
그래요?
네, 있었어요.
아, 그래요? 어떻게 느껴져요, 그런 거? 그 봄이 있다고요?
네.
바람에?
육감.
육감으로. 오케이. 아니, 벚꽃이나 뭐 그런 거 날아가는 거 아닌가요?
매화는 피었고 그리고 산수유꽃도 피었던데요. 목련도 피었어요. 꽃샘이 맞죠. 그러니까 정말
그래요?
네. 시샘을 하는 겁니다. 꽃이 피었구나.
저보다 홍당당님이 더 잘 알고 계실 것 같은데요. 근데 꽃샘추위는 언제까지 있을 것 같으세요?
이번 주 수요일부터는 또 날씨가 풀린다고 하니까.
오케이.
네.
Alright then.
기대하십시오.
예, 기대하고
진짜
있어요.
옵니다, 봄이.
Brilliant stuff. So let's go into some news.
네, 부산시가 다음 달부터 장애인 콜택시와 임산부 콜택시를 통합 운영합니다. 장애인 콜택시는 2012년 도입된 비휠체어 보행상 중증 장애인을 위한 바우처 콜택시고요. 또 임산부 콜택시 마마콜은 저출산 극복 대책으로 2020년 시가 전국 특광역시 가운데서는 처음으로 도입한 임산부 바우처 콜택시입니다.
있습니다. 현재 장애인 콜택시는 자비콜 750대, 임산부 콜택시는 등대콜 2100대가 운영 중인데 부산시가 장애인과 임산부 등 교통약자의 이동 편의성을 높이기 위해서 현행 개별 시스템 구조를 하나로 통합하기로 했습니다.
Busan City announced today that it'll integrate the call taxi for people with disability and pregnant women call taxi from next month. The disabled call taxi is a voucher call taxi for people with severe disabilities who walk in non-wheelchairs, introduced in 2012. The pregnant women's taxi, known as Mama Call, is a voucher taxi for pregnant women that was introduced by the city in 2020 as a measure to overcome the declining birth rate. Currently, 750 Chabi Call taxi service serve disabled passengers, while 2,100 Tungde Call taxis cater to pregnant women. To improve transportation convenience for vulnerable groups, including individuals with disability and expectant mothers, the city plans to integrate the existing separate systems into a unified structure.
네, 부산시와 상수도사업본부는 유엔이 정한 세계 물의 날을 맞아서 다양한 기념 행사를 가집니다. 1992년 제47차 유엔 총회에서 지정된 세계 물의 날은 매년 3월 22일입니다. 우리나라도 물의 중요성과 물 절약 공감대를 확산하기 위해서 1995년부터 정부와 지자체가 기념 행사를 열고 있는데요. 올해 행사는 21일 금요일 오후 2시 부산시청 국제회의장에서 세계 물의 날 기념식 또 전문가 강연 순으로 열리게 됩니다. 부산시는 오늘부터 7일 동안 물 절약 실천 누리 소통망 SNS 이벤트를 진행하고요. 또 상수도 사업본부도 찾아가는 순수 365 음수차 캠페인, 또 환경 정화 활동, 물사랑 실천 운동, 기념 세미나 등을 진행합니다.
The city of Busan and the Busan Waterworks will hold various commemorative events for World Water Day, which is set by the United Nations. Designated by the 47th UN General Assembly in 1992, World Water Day is celebrated on March the 22nd every year. In Korea, the government and local governments have been holding commemorative events since 1995 to spread awareness of the importance of water and water conservation. This year's event will be held at 2 p.m. on March the 21st at the City Hall International Conference Center, followed by a World Water Day ceremony and lectures by experts. The city will hold a 7-day social networking event on water conservation practices from the 17th, and the Waterworks headquarters will also host a pure 365 drinking water tea campaign, environmental cleanup activities, water love campaigns, and commemorative seminars.
네, 부산시가 부산 현대미술관이 진행한 리브랜딩 프로젝트가 IF 디자인 어워드 금상을 수상했다고 밝혔습니다. 이 상은 독일에서 매년 열리는 세계 3대 국제 디자인 어워드인데요. 다양한 분야의 디자인 우수성을 평가하는 상입니다. 리브랜딩 프로젝트는 현대미술관 이미지와 시각 커뮤니케이션을 개선하기 위해서 진행된 미술관 정체성과 디자인 재정비 사업입니다. 부산 현대미술관은 지난 2023년 개관 5주년을 맞아서 미술관 로고를 포함해서 각종 안내물에 대한 편의성을 높이고 또 쾌적한 관람 환경을 조성하는 재정비 프로젝트를 시작했는데 이 과정을 통해서 서로 연결되고 확장되는 미술관의 정체성과 누구나 자유롭게 참여하는 미술관의 이미지를 만들었습니다.
The city of Busan announced today that the rebranding project of the Busan Museum of Contemporary Arts has been awarded the gold winner of the IF Design Awards. The award is one of the world's top 3 international design awards held annually in Germany and recognizes design excellence in various fields. The rebranding project is an overhaul of the museum's identity and design to improve its image and visual communication. The museum will celebrate its 5th anniversary in 2023, and the rebranding project was initiated to improve the convenience of the museum's logo and other information materials and create a pleasant viewing environment. The project was not a bidding process, but an open call, exhibition, and public vote. Through this process, we created a museum identity that connects and expands while fostering an image of a museum where everyone can participate freely.
네, 부산 소식 하나만 더 전해드리겠습니다. 부산시가 2025년 감정노동자 노동환경 개선 지원 사업을 추진합니다. 감정노동자는 고객, 환자, 승객 등을 상대하면서 상품 판매나 서비스를 제공하는 전화상담원, 통신판매원, 버스 택시 운전사, 또 공동주택 경비원, 청소원, 마트 음식업 종사자, 요양보호사, 유치원, 보육교사 등이 해당되는데요. 부산시는 이러한 감정노동자가 고용된 사업장에 노동자 휴게시설 신규 설치나 개보수 또 휴게시설 내 냉난방기 구입 설치 비용을 최대 500만 원까지 지원한다는 내용입니다. 사업에 참여를 희망하는 사업장은 오는 31일까지 지방보조금 관리 시스템 보템2에서 온라인으로 신청하면 됩니다.
Busan City announced on the 17th that it'll implement a labor environment improvement support program for emotional laborers in 2025. Emotional laborers include workers who interact with customers, patients, or passengers while providing products or services, such as call center agents, telemarketers, bus and taxi drivers, apartment security guards and cleaners, retail and food service workers, caregivers, and kindergarten and daycare teachers. The city will provide up to 5 million won per workplace for the establishment or renovation of rest facilities, as well as for the purchase and installation of heating and cooling systems within these spaces. Interested businesses can apply online through the local subsidy management system, 보템이, from March the 17th to the 31st.
네, 여기까지 전해드리겠습니다.
Yay, okay, that's the news done. We've got some messages. 한 질문이 들어왔는데요. 세네카님께서 Do you count walking as a workout이라고 물어보셨어요. walking, 걷는 거 운동이라고 생각하시나요?
네.
근데 workout이랑 exercise 조금 다르긴 해요.
맞아요,
workout은
맞아요.
뭔가 좀 아령 들고
맞아요.
좀 목적 있게, 목표 있게 막 운동하는 건데 그냥 walking도 좀 자연스럽게 밖에서 산책하는 건
그럼요.
workout인가요?
네.
예, 저도 workout이라고
가끔은 뭐
생각해요.
이게 숨이 찰 정도로 뛰지 않으면 아무런 효과가 없다라고 하지만 저의 경우에는 조금 걷는 것도 굉장히 큰 운동이고 네, 하던데요.
네.
효과도 있고.
그렇죠. 전 효과가 있다고 생각하고.
네. 소화도 잘 되고 그날 밤에 잠도 잘 자고
예.
좀 이렇게 산뜻해지는 느낌.
예.
몸이 무겁지 않은 느낌이라서 전 운동이라고 생각합니다.
그죠. 땀날 정도로 하시면 더 workout이라고 생각해요.
좋지만.
Yeah.
네.
Good question. This is a very interesting question.
네.
Okay, let's move on to 속담.
빰빠밤. 네, 오늘 날씨에 걸맞게 그 꽃샘 추위에 대한 내용으로 준비했어요. 속담도.
오,
네.
예. 여름이랑 관련된 거 가져오셔야 되는데요.
좀 있으면 한 6월부터 시작될 겁니다.
알겠습니다.
네. 자, 속담은 잎샘 추위라고도 하거든요. 꽃 있고 옆에 잎 있잖아요. 이파리. 네, 그래서 꽃샘, 잎샘 추위라고 해서 봄에 꽃이 피고 새 잎이 막 날 무렵 딱 요때 그것을 시샘하는 듯이 날이 추워지는 현상입니다. 바로 이번 주가 아닐까 싶고요.
The cold. What is it in English? The cold period when it goes to spring. 영어로는 지금 설명해서 좀 번역해야 되는데요.
꽃을 시샘하는 추위.
Okay.
네. 그냥 꽃샘 추위 하시죠.
Okay. 꽃샘 추위. All right then, let's go for
네.
number one.
네. 첫 번째 속담입니다. 꽃샘 바람에
지금 지어내시는 건가요?
아니요, 속담이에요. 아니요. 꽃샘 바람에 설 늙으니
설 늙은이는 뭔가요? 설날 늙은인가?
젊지도 않고 그렇다고 아주 늙지도 않은
저인가요?
중간. 아니요, 아직 그쪽은.
설 늙은인가? 그럼 나이 범위는 뭔가요?
글쎄요. 이거 좀 애매해요. 그러니까 어떤
20대에서
정확히
80대?
아니, 사람마다 다르고 이 노화의 정도에 다르기 때문에 정확히 숫자로만 할 수 없는 나이지 않을까요?
그냥 느낌인가요?
네.
오케이.
육감으로 또.
육감으로. 알겠습니다.
젊지도 않고 아주 늙지도 않은 조금 늙은 사람을 말한다. 이렇게 써 있습니다. 반늙은이라는 표현도 쓰고요. 중늙은이라는 표현도 나와요. 네. 그런데 이렇게 이런 단어를 그 사람에게 직접적으로 얘기하면 조금 마음이 상할 수도 있어요.
그래요?
네.
좀 나이가 좀 들었다는.
그렇죠. 만일 저보고 너는 중늙은이다 이렇게 얘기하면 상처.
Tough Guy님 says it kind of gives a sense of a bad word. 약간 나쁜 말이라고. 그냥 욕으로 들릴 수도.
It can be taken as
offensive.
그러니까
Okay.
사전적인 의미는 딱 이러한데 그 사람에게 직접적으로 아주 악의를 가지고 이렇게 할 때는 그거는 안 되는 말이죠.
알겠습니다.
야, 이 바보야 이렇게 얘기할 때는 귀엽게 하지만 진짜
그죠.
정색을 하고 하면 안 되는 것처럼.
그렇죠.
네네. 그
친구한테 쓰는 게 좋을 것 같아요.
쓰지 않는 거죠.
오케이. 아무튼 설명하시느라.
네, 그렇죠. 네. 자,
시간이-
꽃샘 바람에 설 늙으니 어떻게 된다 이런 속담이 있어요. 네, 저는 속담에
너무
충실하겠습니다.
추워서 뭐 죽겠죠. 죽는다?
어떻게?
죽어요?
어떻게? 너무 잔인하지만
넘어져서
얼어 죽는다.
얼어 죽는다.
네.
멋부려서.
꽃샘 바람 때문에 추워서 꽃샘 바람에 설 늙으니 얼어 죽는다. 네, 이런 꽃샘 바람에 관련한
아이고.
속담이 있고요.
부산에는 뭔가 좀 안 맞는 표현인 것 같아요.
그래도 부산 춥죠.
지금은
죽을
만한
날씨.
이런 얘기 하기 싫습니다.
네.
넘어갑시다.
속담이 있었다.
맞습니다.
네.
예.
그리고 두 번째 속담입니다. 꽃샘 추위는 반드시 꽃샘 추위가 온다는 뜻이거든요. 이 속담은 꽃샘 추위는
다가옵니다.
어떻게 해서라도
강하게 옵니다. 무섭게 다가옵니다.
네, 속담은 꽃샘 추위는 꾸어다라도 한다.
구워요?
빌려서라도
오케이.
온다. 어디서 꽃샘 추위가 없는 날은 없다. 반드시 꽃샘 추위는 하고야 만다. 이런
매년에 올 거라.
네, 매년 온다는 얘기예요. 꾸어서라도 한다. 빌려서라도 꽃샘 추위는 하고 넘어간다. 이런 얘기고요.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
네, 세 번째 봄 추위에 관한 속담입니다. 역시 꽃샘 추위와 비슷해요. 봄 추위가 무엇을 깬다.
내 인생. 그렇죠.
봄 추위가 그 정도예요.
이제 제가 샀던 옷을 다 못 입어가지고
패션을 깬다.
패션을 깬다.
봄 추위가 무엇을 깬다.
꽃병.
비슷해요.
그래요?
네, 그걸 좀 크게 확대합시다. 밖에 있는 깰 수 있는 거.
깰 수 있는 거?
속담에
밖에서?
나오니까요. 속담.
모르겠어요. 집?
고추장도 담고 막.
그 장독.
맞아요.
장독 깬다.
장독, 네.
그냥 그만큼 추워서.
네. 얼면 깨지거든요.
그죠.
그렇죠. 네. 봄 추위가 장독 깬다라는 속담도 있습니다.
네. 오늘은 다 꽃샘 추위랑 관련된 속담을
네.
살펴봤습니다.
아껴놨어요. 이거 하려고. 꽃샘 추위가 언제 오면 반드시 꾸어다라도 하니까 꽃샘 추위 때 써야지 했는데 이번 주가 와서.
역시 센스가 있으시네요. 줄리아님께서 우리의 confident 홍님 오늘따라 너무 예쁘세요.
오늘따라
저도 항상 그렇게 말하거든요. 오늘따라
좀 꼬이.
화장법이 좀 달라지셨나?
그래요?
우아하십니다라고 하셨어요.
감사합니다.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, and 최희숙님 saying the last cold snap, 꽃샘 추위 in the flowering season. The last cold snap, 그 마지막 추운
맞아요.
기간 있죠. 오늘의 토픽이 없나요?
지금 정하는 중입니다.
아이고 이렇게 느리시나요, 우리
빨리 나가야 돼.
PD랑 작가님.
밖에서 생각해 볼게요.
들어왔어요. 여러분이 추천하는 봄 소풍 장소로 가장 좋은 곳은 어디인가요? Best spring picnic place.
저
추천해 주세요.
작년에 한번 가봤는데 그 회동 저수지 둘레길 있어요.
There's like a reservoir. Okay.
네네, 물 있고 산 있고 바다 있고 황토길도 있고 참 좋더라고요.
Okay.
맛있는 것도 많이 먹고.
한 번 더 이름이 뭐죠?
회동 저수지, 회동 수원지.
회동 저수지.
네네.
Okay. The 회동
금정구.
reservoir.
네,
Okay.
있어요.
감사합니다.
네.
감사합니다.
꼭 가보세요.
Everyone tell us where is your recommended place to take a spring picnic? Either in where you are or in Busan, any is fine. 옹당당님 내일 뵙겠습니다.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. All right, we're going to take a song break and we'll be back. This is 길 by IU, 헨리, 조현아 and 양다일.
내가 가는 이 길이 어디로 가는지 어디로 날 데려가는지 그곳은 어딘지 알 수 없지만 알 수 없지만 알 수 없지만 오늘도 난 걸어가고 있네 사람들은 길이 다 정해져 있는지 아니면 자기가 자신의 길을 만들어가는지 알 수 없지만 알 수 없지만 알 수 없지만 이렇게 또 걸어가고 있네.
나는 왜 이 길에 서 있나 이게 정말 나의 길인가 이 길의 끝에서 내 꿈은 이루어질까
무엇이 내게 정말 기쁨을 주는지 또는 증명인지 아니면 내가 사랑하는 사람들인지 알고 싶지만 아직도 답을 내릴 수 없네. 자신 있게 내 길이라고 말하고 싶고 그렇게 묻고 돌아보지 않고 후회도 하지 않고 걷고 싶지만 아직도 나는 자신이 없네. 나는 왜 이 길에 서 있나 이게 정말 나의 길인가 이 길의 끝에서 내 꿈은 이루어질까. 나는 무엇을 꿈꾸는가 그건 누굴 위한 꿈일까. 그 꿈을 이루면 난 웃을 수 있을까.
지금 내가 어디로 가는 걸까. 나는 무엇을 위해 살아야만 하는가.
서 있나 이게 정말 나의 길인가 이 길의 끝에서 내 꿈은 이루어질까.
나는 무엇을 꿈꾸는가 그건 누굴 위한 꿈일까. 그 꿈을 이루면 난 웃을 수 있을까.
이게 정말 나의 길인가 이 길의 끝에서 내 꿈은 이루어질까. 나는 무엇을 꿈꾸는가 그건 누굴 위한 꿈일까.
아이유, 헨리, 조연아, 양다일의 길 들으셨습니다. That's a star-studded cast. A lot of names in that. Hope you enjoyed that. Welcome back, everyone, to For Your Busan. It's 4:38 in the afternoon. I hope you're having a good day. On Monday, you know, lots of people do not like Mondays, but hopefully while listening to this show, your spirits are lifted and you feel a little bit better. Send me a message if you're feeling down. We'll try and cheer you up because we have a lot of good people listening and messaging in who will help with that. Let's read some messages. We had 6495번님 saying, 닉님 주말 잘 보내셨나요? 잘 쉬셨나요? 요리하면서 듣고 있어요. 이번 주도 화이팅입니다. 아이고 감사합니다. I hope you're making something delicious at 4 o'clock. Oh, what are you making dinner early? That's cool. I hope you're making something nice. Yeah, that's really cool. That's what I like about radio. You can multitask. Even non-multitaskers like me can do a lot of things. Also saying, 어제 불모산 하이킹을 했는데 산 꼭대기에는 눈이 펑펑 너무 좋았습니다. Wow. I guess that's not in Busan, right? 불모산은 부산 아니죠, 장 PD? Oh, wow. Where are you from? Where are you from, 6495번님? Where's 불모산? Is it in Seoul?
It's just between like 김해 and 창원.
Oh, that's not far away. 근데 눈이 왔다고요? Oh, I guess at the 산 꼭대기. That's really awesome. That must have been some great pictures that you took there. Thank you for sharing that. That's really cool to hear. We've got more messages coming in as well. We have today's text topic, which is please recommend us a place for spring picnic that you like to go to. 여러분이 추천하는 봄 소풍 장소로 가장 좋은 곳은 어디 있는지 알려주세요가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. Benny님, I'm interested in this, saying, for me, the beach for a spring picnic over in 해운대. But in the Philippines, visit Rizal Park in Manila. I went to Rizal Park 11 years ago. Solo 여행. It was really fun. Rizal Park was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I really liked it. So I would totally recommend it. I went when it was rainy season, but it's not good for a picnic then. But if the weather is good, totally. Rizal Park is really, really a nice place. Junli님 with an 아재 개그 saying 회동, 회 맛집 많겠다. 죄송해요. You're forgiven, 준리님. We were all thinking about it. 줄리엣님 saying 꽃은 없지만 4월 부산 라면 축제 추천합니다. 남편이 라면 축제 한다고 노래를 부르네요. Yeah, Chang PD was also saying that they were meant to have it a while ago, but it got cancelled, so we couldn't go to it. So if they have it this year, that'll be great for all the ramyeon lovers. That sounds interesting. I would be interested in trying that as well. Juliet님 saying 부산 간 김에 이 청사포도 가고 이기대도 가고. Oh yeah, I would totally recommend 청사포. Well, I don't want to recommend it because these days there are too many people there. It used to be my favorite place, and it is still. Just not on weekends anymore because the train runs right through there. I guess I've got to share my favorite places. I can't be selfish and keep it to myself. Alright, we also have 소희님 saying 여러분 남산 놀러 오세요. 봄에는 남산 너무너무 예뻐요. 오시면 제가 남산 돈가스 사드릴게요. We'll hold you to that. That's awesome. 남산 Tower I've been to. I assume 남산 is a great place too. Keep sending them to us. Seneca님 saying Seoul Forest. I agree, Seoul Forest is amazing. I love it there. I love it. Alright, anyway, Jimmy's waiting outside, so let's bring him in.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is now time for 부산핫플 with Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy in the building.
How you doing, man?
Doing great.
Yeah, you doing good?
Yeah, I just played tennis like more than 2 consecutive hours before I came here.
Really?
So yeah, I'm energetic but little exhausted at the same time. But yeah, I'm good.
그 냄새구나. I'm kidding. I just came to the gym. I'm kidding, Jimmy. You smell good.
I know.
You smell like aftershave. He smells like good, 향수.
Jimmy went to gym.
I went to the gym.
Really?
So I probably smell bad as
이
well.
냄새네요 그러면.
Nobody come to this room. It smells terrible right now.
Right.
How you doing, man? You good? Anyway,
Good.
tennis, very good. Staying active. I have to ask you, where is the best place to go in spring for a spring 소풍?
In Busan, I think you've already mentioned it all. I like to go to Songjeong or Cheongsapo and even Haeundae, but during this spring season, I recommend you guys to go to Busan Citizens Park. Because you can just carry a mat and then you don't really have to bring anything because there's like a lot of big markets surrounded by the park anyway. So you can just like bring something in from there.
Some places in Korea, I found they don't let you go on the grass, but Busan 시민공원 usually lets you go on the grass. And maybe during growing periods they don't, but in the springtime you're allowed on the grass.
Right.
You know, I just came back from Gyeongju. I love Gyeongju. I go so often.
Yeah.
But the only thing I don't like is they've got that probably the most beautiful grass in Korea in the hills.
But you cannot really sit on there, right?
Don't step on it. So it's like, I just want to roll down the hill, But yeah, that's great.
Makes sense.
Yeah, awesome stuff. All right. So what are we talking about today?
Yeah, today, it just ended yesterday, but I actually went to one of the biggest baby fair exhibition, which was held in Mexico.
Jimmy, 뭐라고 하려고 하는 것 같은데.
Baby fair는 사실 니기랑 저는 뭐 상관없을 수도 있지만, but there's like so many single people out there still needs to buy those baby products because there are like, gender reveal party and then baby shower party. Not all, but like some people actually does that. So, it actually matters to all people, but especially for married couples.
For sure. It must have been awkward for you then. Right? Was it fun? Was it good?
Well,
Giving you ideas?
사전 연습 뭐
Yeah,
이런 거죠.
there you go.
I just went there to, just educate myself. I was
Okay.
like jaw-dropping all the time. What is this for? What is that for? Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you went there. You obviously got some interviews. So yeah, tell us about it. What is this Baby Fair exhibition really?
Yeah, I mean, it was held on March 13th to March 16th at Baxco Exhibition Hall 1, and approximately like 180 companies participated, and there were like more than 300 booths. What they actually do is they just bring in like all those baby products and like toys and etc. for parents and for a newborn baby or even little kids.
Okay.
Yeah, so you basically can get all the baby products there and also the child care innovations too.
Okay, brilliant stuff. So, what were the highlights of the show?
Well, what I like the most about this was you can basically get to see all the products and services tailored for infants and toddlers and even like parents too. So those kind of education was also going on, and a lot of like people were promoting their products, and there were a lot of workshops for like newly parents too. So it was very, very informative.
Okay, it really was, pre-practice for you, I guess, in a way. So you got some interviews.
Sure.
Yeah.
As for the first interview, I actually got a chance to talk with one of the citizen. I mean, who is actually a father of their kids, and then who came from Nangu, which was not that far from here. So we actually got to talk about those products that they are willing to buy and stuff. So let's listen to the audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
예, 부산 남구에 살고 있는 박우성입니다.
주말 동안에 성황리에 진행되고 있는 베이비 페어 박람회 이번 방문이 처음이실까요?
아니요, 여러 번 와봤어요.
네, 어떻게 알고 오셨을까요?
이거 TV 광고로도 많이 봤고요. 라디오에서도 많이 들어서. 그래서
그러면 자주 와보셨지만 특히 올해는 막상 와보시니까 또 어떠세요?
예, 뭐 매번 와봤는데 이번이 엄청 이렇게 규모가 엄청 크고 이전보다 좀 이렇게 좀 뭔가 좀 다양해진 것 같고 예, 볼 게 너무 많은 것 같습니다.
좋습니다. 오늘 혹시 그러면 구입하셨거나 구입하실 계획이 있으신 아이템이 있을까요?
일단 애기들 과자하고요. 예, 옷하고 좀 이렇게 살 예정입니다.
그러면 올해 또 이렇게 만족스러우셨으니까 내년에도 혹시 아직 안 와보신 분들이나 또 오실 예비 엄마 아빠분들께 한 말씀 마지막으로 부탁드리겠습니다.
뭐 요새 뭐 인터넷이 싸다고 하는데 직접 와서 보는 거랑 또 다르니까 예, 직접 와서 경험해 보시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
Now, that was an interview from one of the fathers, and I think we had a message coming in from SSOOK님 saying 저희 남편 지민님과 인터뷰했어요. 11주차 임산부랍니다.
Yeah, I think they actually recognized me. Thank you for tuning in. I think he is the one that I actually interviewed at last. Maybe they came from Gijang, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Okay, that's all the way from Gijang.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, that's not that far. I was thinking.
Yeah.
I got confused with Kimé. Okay. Gijang. We got some people messaging in. Some of them saying "베이비 페 다녀온 짐이라니."
안 어울리죠?
미달리님 saying 사전 연습 경험. Yeah, and then Juliet님 with her usual antics saying 아이고 눈 부셔서 방송을 못 보겠네요. 지민님.
감사합니다.
Really cute. Really awesome. So you got more interviews as well?
Sure. As for the second one, I actually met a couple who came. This one is pretty far. They actually came all the way from Changwon, Jinhae. Yeah,
Wow.
so it's actually further than Gijang and other places. And I actually asked them about their impressions of the event. So let's check out the interview clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 부산에 살지는 않지만 부산에서 베이비 페어 한다길래 온 창원에서 온 강정민이라고.
또 이렇게 창원에서부터
네,
또 이렇게 오셨습니다. 지금 성황리에 진행하고 있는 베이비 페어 박람회 이번 방문이 처음이실까요?
네, 처음 방문입니다.
그러면 혹시 어떻게 알고 오셨는지 여쭤봐도 될까요?
주변에 임신을 하고 있거나 아니면 이미 육아를 하고 있는 분들이 베이비 페어 가서 보고 오면 육아에 어떤 아이템들이 있는지 보면 이런 게 있고 이런 게 있고 이런 게 있고 비교하면서 살 수 있으니까 좋다 해서.
그러면 좋습니다. 오시기 전에 나 이거 사야지 혹은 둘러봐야지 한 아이템 뭐 부류가 있을까요?
일단 첫 번째는 유모차였고요. 그리고 아기띠였습니다. 이거는 직접 밀어보고 착용해봐야 안다고 하길래 그걸 직접 해볼 수 있다길래 그렇게 해서 오게 됐습니다.
그럼 또 한번 해보셨어요?
네네네.
만족스러우신가요?
아직은 잘 모르겠습니다.
그러면 이제 마지막으로 어떻게 보면 아직 안 와보신 분들도 많으실 거니까 이렇게 오신 분으로서 간단하게 한번 여기는 꼭 그래도 한 번 정도는 와봐야 된다라고 한번 해주실 뭐 추천사 혹은 소감 한 말씀만 부탁드릴게요.
인터넷에서 유튜브나 아니면 블로그 같은 데 보면 두리뭉술하게 이런 물품들을 준비하셔야 된다라는 게 있지만 여기 와서 직접 보니까 상품이 준비되어 있는 것들을 보면 진짜 육아할 때는 이런 것들이 필요하기 때문에 여기에 준비를 했었겠구나 라는 것들을 보면서 이런 물품은 내가 생각지도 못했는데 우리도 한번 생각해 와야겠다 이런 것들이 좀 도움이 되는 것 같습니다.
좋은 말씀 정말 감사드리고 또 즐겁게 쇼핑하시길 바라겠습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Well, I guess it just feels. I love going. I've told you before. I love going to Bexco conventions.
Right.
I'm not really super excited about babies, but I think I would enjoy it. Actually, I think it would be like, wow, there are this many resources. I'm not lying. 거짓말이 아니에요. I think it would be interesting, even for childless people like me.
Yeah.
We had someone in saying 저도 지민이 뵙고 싶어요. 미리 어디 다녀오실지 힌트 좀 주세요.
Yeah, Nick, like no offense, but I totally understand you because even myself, when I actually went there, it was really gigantic. I mean, the event hall was like fully packed with like all parents and babies and stuff. But as for the person who's actually going there for 예행 연습, wow, it was like really chaotic, like all kids running around.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So I highly respect all parents out there.
For sure.
Wow, it was really, really chaotic.
I think it would be good for people who are, maybe planning to hopefully have a kid soon. For maybe people who are pregnant and they just want to get up to date with everything.
Sure.
So yeah, of course, we're not right now in that demographic, but this is a perfect opportunity for many who are.
Definitely.
Okay, what else we got?
Yeah, I actually got to interview the married couple who came from Kijang. I think they are the one who actually recognized me, so I was about to shout out, but she texted in anyway. So we actually talked about like what products they bought or plan to buy and etc. So let's check out the last audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
예, 안녕하세요. 저 부산 기장에서 살고 있는 직장인입니다.
기장에서 또 이렇게 주말에 백스코까지 오셨는데요.
예.
이번 베이비 페어 박람회가 처음이실까요?
예, 처음이에요.
어떻게 알고 오셨을까요?
인터넷 거기서 보고,
막상
있어요.
와보시니까 좀 어떠십니까?
생각보다 규모도 엄청 크고, 그리고 저희가 생각지도 못했던 제품도 많아서 좀 많이 배워가는 것 같아요.
오시기 전에 혹은 오셔서 나 이거는 좀 한번 봐야겠다. 이건 사가야겠다. 혹은 이미 사신 아이템이 있다면 간단하게 소개해 주실 수 있을까요?
아직 저희가 산 건 없는데 매트라든가 침대 같은 걸 좀 사볼까 생각은 했어요.
그러면 분명히 또 고민하시거나 앞으로 또 예비 아버님이 될 청취자분들께 그래도 인터넷도 좋지만 이렇게 한번 와봐야 된다라는 간단한 추천사 혹은 소감 혹은 소개 한 말씀만 부탁드릴게요.
아무래도 모든 분들이 그럴 것 같은데 비용적인 부분이 솔직히 여기 오면 인터넷이 더 쌀 거라고 생각했는데 실제로 와서 좀 이렇게 비교해 보니까 인터넷보다 더 저렴한 것 같아요. 좋은 물건이. 그래서 꼭 여기 오셔서 구매하시는 것도 좋을 것 같아요.
알겠습니다. 꼭 생각하신 아이템 잘 구매해 가시기를 바라고 행복한 가정생활 꾸리시길 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
That's the one reservation I have about going to look at products because I always feel like it's just cheaper online.
Right.
But like he said, it was actually cheaper than online. When you went in person.
True.
So I would be interested if I was going to have a kid.
Right. While I was interviewing all these people, that's one thing that I also realized because I thought internet would be like a lot more cheaper.
Yeah.
But all of them were saying like, since I got here, I just happened to find that, this fare is much cheaper than the internet.
Yeah. We had Jenny님, welcome to the show, saying baby fair 일 때문에 자주 갔었는데 정말 정보도 사람도 많고 정신없죠.
그렇죠.
So you went for work. That's pretty impressive. But you know, I think it would be an amazing resource. I'm one of the old kind of Latin Maria guys where I love to go shopping myself. I don't like shopping online. I do because it's the thing.
True.
But I love going there and just checking it myself.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I really got to learn anything and everything about that it's related to like a baby's products and etc. So, yeah.
So, Jimmy, 오늘의 결론. What's any ideas for the future now? Did you get inspired? 영감을 얻어서 막 뭐 좀.
정말 얻었고요, 영감을. 두 가지 얻었어요. Like one, wow. I mean, I envy them.
Yeah.
But also, on the other hand, I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here. I just want to like run out.
We'll see next week.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
see.
Have a good week, mate. I'll see you next week.
All right, thank you. See you next week.
All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up the first half here. Don't go anywhere because we'll be back at 5.
BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
Did you know that an average person in South Korea uses more than 10 kilograms of disposable products a year? While convenient, it does weigh heavily on the environment as they take up to 500 years to break down. Here is how we can cut down on disposable products. First, use tumblers and mugs instead of plastic or paper cups. When you go grocery shopping, bring a reusable bag so you won't have to ask for a plastic one. At home, instead of reaching for single-use paper towels or wet wipes, use rags and towels. These small steps for the environment can have a big impact on planet Earth. This campaign was brought to you by BEFM Busan 영어방송.
The weather is so nice today. I'm sure this won't be a big deal.
A 3-second-long lapse in judgment can burn up an entire mountain, which will take 100 years to recover. We can protect these lush forests if you follow these guidelines. First, do not bring flammable materials to the mountains. Second, do not cook or camp in the mountains. Third, do not litter cigarette butts. Your small actions are the first step towards protecting the beautiful forest. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
지금 방송 광고라는 부메랑을 던져보세요. 소비자를 향해 정확히 날아가는 광고. 힘차게 돌아가는 경제. 부메랑처럼 다시 기업의 이익으로 되돌아오니까요. 방송 광고, 경제에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock. 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까?
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요?
포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
All right, today we're going to talk to someone and find out a little bit about their life. Let's get to know them. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Tegan.
All right, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer. It's been like 4 years since I became a lawyer. Before that, I was just an office worker. But now I'm working as a lawyer alone without any employee. I work like 3 or 4 hours. So I don't earn much money, but I have really many free time. So while on my free time, I usually go to gym to work out.
All right, so tell us a little bit about why you first wanted to become a lawyer.
제가 그 회계부에 있었을 때 그 세법을 공부하게 됐었는데 그때 법에 대한 매력을 느끼게 됐어요. 그리고 조직 생활이 쉽지 않다는 것도 느끼게 됐고 그래서 회사를 그만두고 로스쿨을 갔고 좀 더 돈을 더 많이 벌고 싶기도 했고 그리고 변호사라는 직업이 논리적인 면에서 제 성격하고 잘 맞았다고도 생각을 했었어요. 그래서 변호사가 됐습니다.
And tell us about law school. Is it difficult to do law school in Korea? Is it difficult to pass the exams? Tell us about your experience.
변호사가 되는 길은 이제 로스쿨에 가서 3년간 공부한 다음에 변호사 시험을 보는 건데 변호사 시험 합격률이 50%를 넘기 때문에 예전보다 그 사법고시를 봤을 때보다는 훨씬 더 변호사가 되기 쉬워진 것 같아요. 그래서 저도 그렇기 때문에 회사를 그만두고 변호사가 될 생각을 할 수 있었던 것 같아요. 왜냐하면 합격률이 50% 이상이기 때문에 방심하지 않고 꾸준히 공부만 하면 3년 뒤에 꼭 변호사가 될 수 있을 거라는 확신이 있었거든요. 그 대신에 3년 동안은 되게 열심히 공부를 했었어요. 그래서 매일 하루에 7시간씩 공부를 했고 주말에도 공부를 하고 힘들었지만 그 친구들과 함께 공부를 하고 서로 동병상련하면서 서로 힘든 거 나누고 또 같이 바보 같은 농담하면서 시간을 보냈더니 3년이 금방 가고 또 좋은 결과가 있었습니다.
Wow, so you were studying 7 hours a day and even on the weekends as well?
그럼요. 그래야지 이제 근데 그때는 되게 많이 불안했었던 것 같아요. 왜냐면 뭐 합격률이 50% 이상이라고 하더라도 어쨌든 절반은 떨어진 시험이고 떨어지게 되면 1년을 더 해야 되는데 1년 더 공부를 한다는 건 너무 고통스러운 일이거든요. 뭐 돈도 그렇고 시간도 그렇고 또 불안한 1년을 또 보낸다는 생각이 너무 괴로웠기 때문에 떨어지지 않으려고 최선을 다했던 것 같습니다.
All right, so how long have you actually, after you pass and you become a lawyer, how long have you been doing it?
4년 됐어요. 그 1년 동안은 로펌에서 월급을 받는 변호사로 생활을 하다가 1년 뒤에 퇴사를 하고 그리고 그냥 공유 오피스에서 자리를 하나 얻어서 노트북을 갖다 놓고 소박하게 혼자서 일을 하고 있어요. 그렇게 된 지 벌써 3년이 됐네요.
Congratulations. Now, what do you think is the best part about your job and what is the hardest part or the worst part?
가장 좋은 점은 일단은 많은 일을 하지 않고도 생계를 꾸릴 수 있다는 거고 뭐 제가 돈에 대한 욕심이 없기 때문이기도 하지만 상대적으로 적은 시간이라고 돈을 많이 벌 수 있다는 게 좋은 것 같아요. 근데 좀 힘든 부분은 모든 일에 이제 승패가 있다 보니까 이기기도 하고 지기도 하는데 질 때가 되면 굉장히 좀 책임감도 느끼고 뭐 의뢰인한테도 부끄럽기도 하고 그런 부분이 쉽지 않더라고요. 모든 일에 승패가 있다는 게. 나 반면 다르게 생각하면 이길 때의 또 쾌감도 큰 것 같습니다.
And what kind of people would you recommend for this job? Like if someone thinks, you said your personality fits this job well, what parts of your personality fit this job well? What kind of people would fit this job?
아무래도 논리적인 사람이 변호사로서의 지금 잘 맞는 것 같은데요. 당연하다라는 말을 하지 않는 사람이 변호사도 잘 맞는 것 같아요. 뭐든지 왜냐고 물어볼 수 있는 이런 말이 있거든요. 문제를 삼아야 문제가 된다. 모든 일은 자연스럽게 흘러가는 것 같지만 그 속을 뒤져보면 치밀한 논리가 전개되고 그 논리 전개의 결과로 어떤 해답이 나오는 경우가 대부분입니다. 근데 그런 것들을 쉽게 옛날부터 그래왔어. 당연히 그래야지라고 하는 게 아니라 왜 이건 이럴까? 왜 저러야만 할까? 더 좋은 방법 없을까? 이런 식으로 그 논리를 하나하나 분석하고 더 좋은 개선점을 찾아내려고 하는 성격이라면 좋은 변호사 될 수 있을 거라고 생각합니다.
Great. And do you have any goals for the year 2025? Maybe not related to work, anything.
제가 한 달 전에 이제 지방간 판정을 받게 됐는데 굉장히 큰 충격을 받았고 근데 그 원인이 사실 제가 너무 단 걸 좋아하고 스트레스를 받을 때마다 이제 단 걸로 스트레스 풀려고 했었던 건데 굉장히 안 좋은 습관이었더라고요. 그래서 한 달 정도 이제 그 열심히 운동을 해서 좀 살도 좀 빼고 있고 2015년에 한번 식스팩을 만들어서 복부 지방을 전부 제거하는 게 제 목표입니다.
All right. Well, best of luck and thank you for sharing your story. 수고했어요.
감사합니다.
Thank you to Tegan for bringing us today's On the Mic. And we had Hong Dae-bum, who was a former office worker who became a lawyer in the studio. He was originally working in an office and wanted to change his career, so he went to law school and has been practicing law for 4 years. He explains that law school was difficult and would study 7 hours a day and weekends too, but got through it with the help of classmates. He likes his job because he can earn a high salary without working long hours, but he has a lot of responsibilities at all times, and his goals in 2025 were to lose some weight and exercise more. Great to hear from another one of Busan's citizens, and we have On the Mic every single day, so we can hear the fine people, or the voices of the fine people that make up this city. Well, the time is now 5:07 in the afternoon. Welcome officially to the second half of the show. Hope you're having a great day so far. We've got lots of messages coming in. I want to talk about our text topic a little bit. It was, where is a good place that you recommend to go for a spring picnic? 여러분이 추천하는 봄 소풍 장소로 가장 좋은 곳은 어디인가요? 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문인데요. 최희성님 says, I think an arboretum is a perfect place for spring outings. Oh, like an arboretum where there are lots of trees, right? That's cool. Yeah, there are lots of even places like 식물원, right? You have places that are what's that? They have botanical gardens, which is great for artificial plants, outdoor ones too. Yeah, anywhere with lots of trees is always really nice. Lots of people also showing interest in the 라면 축제. I would also like to visit. 상민 Park님 saying 천리포 수목원. I guess that's okay. 태안에서는 목련 축제합니다라고 하셨어요. Okay, thank you for your input. We have a lot more coming in as well. I have to find them as well because the messages are quite scattered around. 황 작가님, a little bit earlier, welcome to the show, by the way, saying 해운대랑은 멀지만 화명동 생태공원도 소풍하기 좋아요. 다대포까지 쭉 선셋도 너무 이쁘고요. 라고 하셨어요. Yeah, I've been to 화명동 once, but it was for work. So I never got to enjoy the ecological park, but I have heard good things about it. That's a great suggestion. Thank you, 황 작가님. A great place to have a picnic. 화명동 Ecological Park. Any more? Feel free to send them to us. If I've missed it, send it back again as well, please. Sudok-son님, welcome to the show, saying, good afternoon, bland new week. I hope it's... Now, I'm wondering if you think it's bland because it's Monday. Like, bland could be very... Mondays are kind of bland. Unless you meant brand new week, then that's great. I'm sure you meant one of the two, but it's good to have you here. Also requesting a great song. Can we listen to that song later? Penny Lane by the Beatles. Sudok-son님 requesting Penny Lane. Oh, we can't... 비틀즈 노래 좀 애매하죠. That's true. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I remember that. So Beatles songs, they're amazing, but YouTube doesn't like us playing them. so we might not be able to. I love it though. I do love that song. 만학도 영어는 welcome to the show saying 안녕하세요. 저는 친정 엄마 보러 한 달에 2번 경주 가는데 봄에 경주 이쁜 곳 너무 많은데 꽃 피는 봄에는 경주 가지 마세요. 사람에 치여 죽어요. That's definitely true actually. If I go in the times where the flowers are blooming or the weather's nice, there are a lot of people, especially around the 황리단길 area. I like to go in the off-season, which I would also recommend as well. But then also saying, 저는 그냥 집 뒤에 있는 산, 엄광산이 봄 소풍하기 제일 좋은 곳인 것 같아요. 그리고 주변에 있는 대학 교정도 봄 되면 너무 예뻐요. Thanks for your suggestions, and I totally agree with you about Gyeongju. Great place, but yeah, a little bit, yeah. Keep the messages coming in. 음파님, welcome to the show. Fantastic to see you. Saying 오늘도 출근 도장 꽝 찍으러 왔어요. What's a 출근 도장? To say that you went to work? Oh, so you're at work. Yeah. You're going to work right now. Okay. Do people still do that? Do you do it here?
It means kind of metaphor.
I know, but do you literally do it? Do you stamp in?
스탬프는 아니지만 핑거프린트.
지문 인식으로. 그렇죠. 옛날에 그렇게 진짜 도장으로 막 했죠. Probably. Maybe. Have a good day at work. 음파님. 화이팅 하세요. 화이팅. Also, SSOOK님, who was one of the people that Jimmy interviewed over at Bexco. Very, very good to have you here. Saying 안 그래도 남편이 종종 부산 영어 방송 듣는데 지미님 알더라고요. 자주 들을게요. Fantastic to have you, and thank you for your interview. It was fantastic to hear from you, and I'm glad you're excited about parenthood. 포님 as well. 진짜 오랜만에 saying 올만에 왔어요. 요즘 정신이 없어서 잘못 들렀네요. That's okay. Don't worry, 포님. Life happens. It's okay. But it's good to see you today, and I hope you're doing well these days, and I hope you're healthy these days as well. Well, send your messages into pound 9050, 샵 9050 to cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message, or a YouTube live message. Anyway is fine. Come say hello. Coming up next, we have Busan Quizmaster, which is your chance to potentially win some prizes. We're going to take a song break, and then we'll be right back. This is UFO by Panic.
어느 날 밤 이상한 소리에 창을 열어 하늘을 보니 수많은 달들이 하늘을 뒤덮고 있었다. 어느새 곁에 다가온 할머니가 내 손을 잡으며 속삭이듯 내게 말했다. 그들이
사라지는 걸까? 난 그게 너무 화가 났었어. 난 몰래 그 누구를 몹시 미워했었지. 왜 오직 힘들게만 살아온 사람들 아무것도 없는 끝에서 어딘가 끌려가듯 떠나는 걸까? 살찐 돼지들과 꺼진 노름 밑에 단지 무릎 꿇어야 했던 피 흘리며 떠나 잊혀져간 모두 다시 돌아와 이제 이 하늘을 가르리 빛으로 뛰어가봐 날아와 들과 꺼진 노래 밑에 단지 무릎 꿇어야 했던 피 흘리며 떠나 잊혀져간 모두 다시 돌아와 이제 이 하늘을 가르리 왠지 믿는 걸 해야 보지 않는 눈으로 서로 모여 또한 맞춤을 없게 만들었지 우리가 그릴 수는 없겠지만 나 자신이 그 이유를 제작했지만 빛을 뛰어가봐 날아와 머리 위로 날아와 검은 하늘을 환히 비추며 솟아 모두 태어날 빛을 내리니 이제야
Zooby pampara, zooby dooby parampam, zooby dooby nache, pagal stupid man.
Zooby dooby pampara.
Welcome back, everybody. We just listened to UFO by Panic, and we had Chloe Chenim saying, "와, 안녕하세요. 이 노래 저 초딩 때 들은 건데 신나네요." 라고 하셨어요. Yeah, Chang PD was also saying that he used to like it back in the 90s when they debuted as Panic. I'm glad that you enjoyed that song. I hope it brought back some good memories. 고수님, thank you for calling everybody to press like. I'm not good at saying everyone smash that like button. 지금은 좋아요 누르는 시간이라고 해주셨습니다. 감사합니다, 고수님. Thank you for pressing like. Yeah, I don't like saying that. It sounds weird, but I'm glad that you're doing it for me. All right, we've got some more messages about today's topic. Ponim saying where they think is a good place for a spring picnic, saying 회동 저수지 둘레길 시원하게 걷기 좋을 듯하네요 라고 하셨어요. Yeah, you're not the first person who said the 회동 reservoir. That's good to hear because 홍당당님 recommended that place too. And also 9085번님 said, I remember when BFM held a walking event at Haedong Reservoir a long time ago. It's a great place for a spring picnic. 그랬나요, 장 PD?
네, 했었어요.
What year was that? 2016, before I was born. long time ago. 옛날에. We should do it again. Why don't you do that kind of thing again? Yeah, there you go. Pitch it to the 대표님. All right, we also have 3865번님 saying 봄은 역시 꽃을 볼 수 있는 곳이 최고입니다. 가까운 곳으로. Of course, close is better, right? You don't have to walk too far. Flowers definitely do make it prettier. If you have hay fever, it makes it a bit more difficult, but it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Also saying 특히 자연스러운 야생화, some wildflowers, nature wildflowers. Good stuff. I like it. I totally agree with you. We have Jenny Nim just messaging in as well, saying 저는 집, 회사랑 가까운 곳에 부담 없이 센텀에 Can I say it's not brand, is it? 나루공원. Yeah, 나루공원에 종종 소풍 갔었어요. 수영강 따라 걸을 수도 있다고요. 닉도 어딘지 아시죠? I know where it is. Yeah, I live near the 수영강, so I live kind of near that area. I do like to walk there when the weather is nice. So yeah, I agree. It's beautiful. Oh, you used to live so close to the station, BFM, and now you live across the world. How interesting. All right, anyway, before we move on, just need to give you a warning. Heavy snowfall is expected nationwide from tonight to tomorrow. Strengthen vulnerable facilities in advance to prevent damage. Drive cautiously as icy roads may cause accidents. Children and the elderly should avoid going out or dress warmly and watch for falls. We are in 꽃샘추위, as we've been talking about in the beginning of the show. It's cold throughout the country and snowfall is expected, so please be careful. Don't get caught out in the snow unaware. Make sure you're safe, please. All right, the time is now 5:20 in the afternoon. It is now time for Quizmaster. This is where I give you a question and you have to answer it, and you could win a prize. Today's quiz is acrostic poem contest. 이행시입니다. Using the word of the day, please create an acrostic poem, and we'll pick the best one. If you make it fun or meaningful, your chances of becoming the winner will be much higher. Today's word for the acrostic poem is 건강입니다. Health, 건강. It's a very hard word to say. 많은 사람들이 건강이라고 하죠. 저도 포함해서. But it's 건강. 멋진 시를 보내주신 분들 중 추첨을 통해서 선물을 드리겠습니다. Health, let us know. What is a good thing? Because, it's cold. It's cold. We need to take care of our 건강 right now. Let us know a creative acrostic poem, 이행시. 그리고 오늘의 토픽에 관한 여러분의 참여도 기다리고 있겠습니다. 참여 방법을 알려드리겠습니다. 100원의 이용료가 드는 문자샵 9050 부산영어방송 카카오톡 메시지 혹은 너튜브 댓글로 참여가 가능합니다. Send us your messages and you could win a prize. We're going to take a song break and we'll be back to read some of the answers. This was requested by Benny Nem, Fast Car by Tracy Champman.
Get a fast car. I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You get a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. Yeah, with the bottle, that's the way it is. He says his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school and that's what I did. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. Had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car. We go cruise and entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job. Now work in the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted. We'll move out of the shelter, buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs. car. Speed so fast, it felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us. Your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone.
Thank you for the request song, Benny Nim, Fast Car by Tracy Champman. Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:25 in the afternoon, and we're in the middle of Quizmaster. I asked you to make me an acrostic poem with the words 건강. 네, 건강으로 이행시를 많이 받아보고 있는데요. Lots of creative ones, lots of very flattering ones as well, which I like to see. So let's have a look. Okay, 세네카님 saying 건실한 마음이 강한 신체를 만듭니다. Ooh, so like a strong, stable heart, like a good heart makes a strong body. That's very good. That's very philosophical. 되게 철학적이신 것 같아요. 소이님 saying 건실한 청년 닉의 매력은 아무리 강조해도 지나치지 않네요. I like it. That's very good. I like it. It's never too much. Well, I hope not. Chloe Chen saying 건빵 먹고 싶다. 강 근처에서. I like the sound effects too. Yeah, I was just in Gyeongju. I think 건빵 is quite famous in Gyeongju. So whenever I go there, I think of 건빵. I like it, but I didn't grow up with it, so it's a bit dry for me. 좀 많이 퍽퍽해가지고. Do you like 건빵? Yeah. Hit fry pan? Really? Really? That sounds good. Oh, okay. Okay. What? Fry it?
Yeah, fry it.
Okay.
And
some sugar on it. Okay. 장PD just told me that 건빵 is more delicious if you put it in the frying pan and put some oil and sugar on it and fry it like that. I might try that because I have some 건빵 at home. Not for me, but still. 음파님 saying 건더기 더 줘. 강도가 따로 없군. 너만 입이냐? 너만 입. Okay, very nice. Thank you, 음파님. Juliet님 saying 건치미남. What's 건치미남? Good teeth? I was thinking something to do with teeth. Do I have good teeth? I have good teeth. They're okay. I had braces when I was a kid. 건치미남 닉님. 강도가 따로 없네. 내 마음 내 나이. 아이고, very good. I like that one. Okay. That's good. No thief like that. You're a thief. Lots of people laughing in. 상윤님, welcome to the show, saying 건마. Is that like Busan 사투리 for like 임마? 건마 운동한다. 카드만 요새 어떠노? Okay. it's not finished. 강해졌다. 카드 완전 몸짱이고. A 부산 사투리 추천 is on Wednesday, my friend. But thank you very much for that one. Keep sending them to me. Make 이행시 out of 건강. Let's have a look here. We also have 최희숙님 saying 건성 피부라서 강한 바람은 피해요. Oh, so it's like dry skin, so avoid the strong winds. That's good. Okay. Keep sending them to #9050, 샵 9050, cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message, or a YouTube live message. If I had to make one, I'll think of one. All right, send them to us. We're going to take another song break, and we'll be right back. This is, what do we listen to? 4 Up by Ollie Murs.
A broken heart right on your window pane, waited for your reply here in the pouring rain. Just breathe against the glass, leave me some kind of sign. I know the hurt won't pass, yeah. Just tell me it's not the end of the heart in your hand. Well, I hope and I pray that you do understand. If you did, all you have to say is yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. That was Up by Ollie Murs. Not 4 Up. I read the screen, and I read the time included. Love bit of Ollie Murs. Welcome back, everyone. The time is now 5:32 in the afternoon. Hope you're having a great Monday. I'm sure many of you are just about to finish work. 수고 많으셨습니다. And have a safe trip home. To entertain you on your journey home, or even if you're already at home, or wherever you are, we're finalizing our Quizmaster segment. I asked you to create an acrostic poem or an 이행시 with 건강. We had a lot of creative answers coming in. 장 PD, do you have one? Shall I give you one?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 건.
건빵은
Is that it? Okay, 강.
강해지는데 좋습니다.
그런가요? I'm pretty sure it's the opposite. 반대가 아닌가요? It's probably bad for your body. I've got one. I've thought of one. Okay, 좀 띄워주세요. 건너야 될 다리가 약하면 강에 떨어집니다. There you go. There you go. That's a story right there. That's a story. There you go. That's the first one I thought I'm proud of. We have Paul님 as well saying 건어물처럼 집에 박혀 있지 말고 강단 있게 나와서 산책이라도 하라고. Ooh, that's good. Very motivational. I like that. All right, we had some very creative ones, but there can only be one winner. We're going to give... Oh, we also had 강성헌님 as well. Let me read that one here. 건치가 매력인 그녀. 강냉이를 너무 좋아해. Okay. Isn't 강냉이 like...
Popcorn.
Is it popcorn? Is that 강냉이? I thought it was like wasabi. I'm thinking of 고추냉이. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, yeah, there we go. Popcorn. Thank you. I've got my AI assistant to the left of me, as you can see. All right, we're going to give a coffee to me, Nick Greenwood. No, I'm kidding. I wish. 소희님께 드리겠습니다. Congratulations, Soinim. I think Chang PD also really liked your very cheesy, very complimentative one. I like that one too. And she gave us a bonus one as well, saying 건들지 마세요. 한 번 들으면 잊혀지지 않는 강력한 방송 For Your Busan 듣는 중이거든요. 와. You definitely cemented yourself as the winner of the coffee coupon. So 잘하셨습니다. Lots of really good ones. Lots of really good ones. And we have Quizmaster every single day. So if you didn't win today, don't worry, because you could win tomorrow. All right, don't go anywhere, because coming up, 고수님, I see you just sending one. You're too late. You're too late. Maybe I'll read it soon. You're like 20 minutes too late, dude. All right, don't go anywhere, because Haley is in the building.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
It is time for Busan Tales with Haley Sabra. Sorry,
Hey, dude.
I'm always tempted to use your name for like
Sup, man?
California. Yeah.
Interesting.
How you doing?
Interesting.
Or like Sa. How you doing?
I like sa.
Sa.
Right, sa. Yeah.
How do you spell it in English?
SUH.
Oh, it's not SEO.
Because I'm that old. Because at a certain point, the laws came in standardizing all the English spelling of Korean sounds. But then we made our family passport before then.
Okay.
Because
Just keep
we
it.
old. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still spell Busan with a P?
In my mind, I
In your
do.
mind,
Yes,
you
I
do.
do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Back in the
Yes.
day.
Back in my day.
So I'm going to ask you today's acrostic poem.
Do it.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. 건어물에 맥주 가지고 강변공원으로 소풍 가면 얼겠죠. 지금은 날아가겠죠?
She answered the acrostic poem and today's text topic.
That was so my favorite place. Number one, 사상 삼락강변공원.
Yeah.
삼락강변공원 is 삼락생태공원. So
사상
삼락
쪽이죠.
in 사상, right, right. 사상 속입니다. In ecological park, that's my go-to run spot. Amazing river view, and then 을숙도 생태공원 as well. My friends and I had like a full-out picnic. Like we brought kimbap and also 사발면, and we ordered coffee.
Really,
Yeah.
to the place.
To the place because it's Korea. It's a
Of
land of
course.
delivery. So
I don't
we're
know
just
why I'm
like
surprised.
그 을숙도의 그 피크닉 공원의 을 앞에서 because there are the letters like 을숙도. Yeah, let's meet in front of the 을.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
을 앞에서.
을 앞에서 뵙겠습니다.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
I love Ulsukdo as well. It's it feels almost abandoned because there's just like nothing there.
It's so
half the time.
isolated. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll read your one, 고수님, because you did make the effort to say it. 고수님께서 건망증이 조금 있어요. 장 PD님은 강하긴 하니까 사랑해주세요. So you have this like OCD.
He has representation. No, 건망증 is like a little bit. He's
Clean-
forgetful. 건망증.
Oh, 건망증.
Like, yeah.
I was thinking of 강박증.
강박증.
Okay,
Yeah. You're
confusing.
like 80% on today.
I'm 80%. Yeah, I'm confusing
your
my
glass 80% full.
confusing my medical terms. All right. Anyway, what are we talking about today?
All right, so we're actually going to be talking about music today and maybe next week because there's a lot of material on this. All right, so without looking, what song comes to your mind when I say 부산? 자, 여러분, 부산 하면 떠오르는 노래.
갈매기.
부산 갈매기, the giant song. All right. So anyone, and I'm throwing that out to our listeners as well.
Oh, 봄 내려온다.
봄 내려. Why?
Because it's a Busan song, isn't it?
Is it really?
It's not?
아닌데요.
Actually, Seoul's
Yeah.
theme song.
Yeah, like so. I think.
Really?
Promotion video.
Is it was it Seoul? Was it just like the 관광공사? 관광공사, Korea. So it's for the entire country. Yeah, the
okay.
entire country's
I've been-
tourism organization.
I've been supporting the wrong place.
Well, one and all. But
Okay.
recently, another well-known song was found out to have had Busan roots, and it's this one. 엄마가 섬 그늘에 굴 따러 가면. Very popular lullaby because the next line is literally 아기는 혼자 남아 집을 보다가 and the baby falls asleep. So you have no idea what I'm talking about, but our listeners will.
Yeah.
Fun fact, this song used to make my cousin cry. Like we used to, I know, this horrible, don't do it, emotional abuse, yagada yagada, but we would just like, 엄마가, and he would tear up. Also,
not because he was sad, because it was so comforting.
no, he was sad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Oh, really?
once again, emotional abuse. Like,
Okay.
he didn't like me. I wonder why.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Also, his mom was a working mom, so now I'm realizing I was a big old jerk because it's
Oh.
literally about a mom going to the island
Yeah.
to work and the child is alone. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like a very interesting story.
It is a wonderful, sad minor key song. So, turns out this 섬 그늘 was in 송정.
Is it
Our
on the
송정.
beach?
It is on the beach.
Is
'cause
it the little island?
the little island, right. So
wow.
residents of Songjang right now, they're looking to set up kind of a commemorative monument, a 기념비 for 섬집 아기. Because this song was composed by the late Han In-hyun and his adult children. They confirmed that while Han was staying in Songjang, popular vacation spot, he saw women harvesting oysters. And this was in January of 1946. And yeah, so here we have it. So for today's 꼬.꼬.부, it is locations in Busan that inspired music.
Awesome. Okay.
There are so many.
Especially, like a year ago when Busan was competing for the Expo. We had like 1,000 songs come out.
We did. We had a lot of songs.
Are we going to like 그런 노래도 제외하고?
그런 노래들은 제외하고.
Okay,
So we're talking about in popular lore and popular culture.
Okay.
So, so we're going to talk about locations that have been inspirational to art.
Interesting. Okay, this will be really cool to learn because I'm not the biggest, if you can't tell, I'm not the biggest music guy when it comes, because I can't sing, so I don't really research songs that I can sing.
I see.
But I do love traditional music, especially traditional Korean music. So this will be good.
All right, so we are going to widen Nick's and hopefully your, song list. All right, let's start with 낙동강, Nakdong River.
I assume there aren't any songs sung about like Centum, right? Centum City.
I mean, now there is. There we go.
There are? Oh, there is now.
Now there is. With
There we go.
you finished that song. All right, so this 500-kilometer long river, it spans basically the entire country. Starts in Gangwon down to Gyeongbuk, Gyeongnam, but the ending place is in Busan, which is probably why we are the most famous as the land of 낙동강.
Okay.
So this estuary, 낙동강 유역, I mean, I talked about Ulsukdo. You know, it has the rich fields, the migratory bird habitation, and various fish and wildlife, which is also why the colonizers, Japan, thought this would be a great land to seize and plant their interest on. So in 1933, Japan built the Nakdonggang Bridge from Kupo to Kimhae, and then a train from Busan to Manchuria. Not a lot of people at the time, 33, realized this was imperial greed. They thought it was just development.
Yeah.
However, guess who did? A group of artists. So let's take a listen to a little bit of that song. But so it starts out all peaceful, 달빛 아래 낙동강, so 낙동강 under the moonlight. But the next lines, 구포의 물레방아들은 언제까지 우시나요? So how long will the watermills of Kupo cry, shed their tears? So it's, and then lines have 밭고랑에 청기왓장 간장을 끊는구나. So this basically, imagine these roofs, the thatched tiles of homes broken and shattered around the rice fields because an outside force has infiltrated and destroyed the village. So it is warning of this crisis, you know, set juxtaposed by the calm river, 은혜로운 봄바람, this calming, graceful spring winds. However, things are happening.
That song was, you know, the melody, the crackle of the record.
It's so old.
And the lyrics.
Yeah.
It was hauntingly beautiful.
Right. So this is a song by Kim Yong-hwan named 낙동강.
You know, I would listen to that song. You know, I think it would, if I was just sitting on the 낙동강, maybe sitting in Ulsukdo, and just looking out at the birds flying, listening to that song.
Yeah.
I think that'd be incredible.
I mean, it's, you know, we think of traditional Korean music, not traditional, but kind of contemporary traditional as trot.
Yeah.
And these kind of have similar veins, but yeah, we have a lot of beautiful music from the colonial era.
I love any song that puts metaphors in, that talks about a dark topic and like disguises it with metaphors. Like
Right.
this song.
All right. Well, we have more for you. So let's go to the train station because I did mention the train from Busan to Manchuria. So like airports, I think, is it Love Actually that begins with the scene, the montage from the airport? Airports are these locations of greetings and partings, you know, tears and happiness. Well, train stations back in the day before flying, trains were that.
Yeah.
So Gyeongbusan Railway, it opened on January 1st of 1905. So we're going even back in the past. Japan laid down these railways to carry men and war supplies for its war in Russia. But the station itself, built in October of 1908 in the first iteration, but officially June of 1945 as Busan Station. And then it would go through these couple of major, very well-known fires. So the station that we know in its current location was built in 1969.
Okay.
So the station sees about 9.4 million passengers going in and out and in and out. Nowadays, they're usually casual travelers, but in the early days, if you are taking the train, you are going.
I mean, yeah, back in the day, not everyone had the luxury of taking a train to go on vacation.
Right. So people were, that meant you were moving, you're going off to war. And that brings us to 이별의 부산 정거장 by 남인수.
꽃을 피고 소리도 없이 이별 슬픈 부산 정거장 잘 가세요 잘 있어요 눈물.
All right,
I love that.
yeah.
This is my style of music. This is great.
All right, now we found an era for you, early 1900s.
Yeah.
But this is like poetry. So, you know, on the surface, it sounds like a young couple partying. You know, someone's crying outside, bye, I love you, I'll write to you. However, this is like a piece of drama. So during the war, so this is in the Korean War, we had people, especially men from northern regions, settling in Busan as refugees.
Right.
It was common for them to then settle down in the family sense, find mates, you know, find lovers, wives. But then many of them had families in their hometown.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. So, I mean, in the modern mores, this would be adultery.
Right.
However, but back then there was war. They thought they were parted from their original families forever.
So they'd given up their old lifestyle.
Right,
and
exactly.
Thought, I have to start anew.
Exactly, because
Justifying it.
right, yeah. So I mean, morals are relative to the times.
Yeah.
So after the war ended, because wars end, and then there was a wave of repatriation. People were moving back home.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this is what happened. What's happening in the song? So the lyricist for this piece was Yoo-ho. He was actually a playwright. So I really do highly recommend that you at least look up the lyrics or listen to the entire song. He structured the song in such a way that it kind of looks like Act 1, Act 2. The verses kind of span out as acts in a play. It acts out a full story. So in this way, popular music, including 낙동강 and 이별의 부산 정거장, had this role of carrying, kind of doing the responsibility of conveying the times. These sad and dark underbellies of the times, and that's why these songs are so popular. So Busan Station during the occupation period and then the Korean War, it was a location of tearful goodbyes, and it inspired artists to sing about these stories of parting. And it's a tradition that carries through this day to one of my favorites. It's 부산에 가면 by Eco Bridge featuring 최백호. So let's take a listen.
부산에 가면 다시 나를 볼 수 있을까?
He has just the best voice.
I know.
So melancholy.
That cadence, that delivery.
And the beautiful, beautiful piano, and the line is 그 부산역 앞은 참 많이도 변했구나. So yeah, it is. So stations, train stations, we do think about it as a place of excitement, but for many people, it is a place of parting. I mean, who of us hasn't cried at an airport or a train station?
Saying farewell as the train leaves the port.
Right, exactly. The station, the rails. Yeah.
So on land, we had Busan Station, but, people also parted ways via the sea.
Of course. So we have songs like, 남자는 배, 여자는 항구, which is another metaphor. But enter Busan Port, Busanhang, right? Another major location of inspiration for these artists. So now we're going to still stay in the wartime occupation period from the early 1930s to near the end of the war. So we're talking about 12, 15 years. A series of artists released records on goodbyes and partings through ports.
Oh, these are going to be tearjerkers.
They're going to be tearjerkers. So unfortunately, we don't have the time to listen to all of them, but I'm just a series. 항구의 이별, so goodbye at a port. 항구야 잘 가거라, goodbye port. 항구의 비가, so rain at the port. And of course, that rain is people's tears. And that's because, unfortunately, the times, this is when people are being dragged overseas. So we're talking about forced laborers, people who would be, kind of indentured servants and slaves under the colonial rule.
I mean, thinking about goodbyes and farewells from a port or an airport in the modern sense is sad enough. But when you think about it from this perspective, where it was against their will, and across the world, so many people have been taken from their lands against their will.
Right.
That pain, being displayed in a song like this, I think it means so much.
And speaking of it meaning so much, it wasn't just about an expression of your emotion. It was a form of resistance, if you think about it. Because back then, we are living under this incredibly strict colonial rule. And people, we talked about Tegan and so many different independence fighters. The independence newspapers, they were being cracked down against because there was such clear form of resistance to even carry stories about people being carried out to war or to mines and whatnot. But then music was more subversive because music, we think of it as it's softer. It's, it's melodies, it's music.
It's meant to be for making us feel good.
Exactly. But then people who are singing it, writing it, and listening to it, they knew this was actually a form of resistance, kind of a tradition of carrying down the oral history.
Yeah. In the 21st century, songs about Busan take a drastic turn, especially these days where it's like, partying, beaches.
Exactly. Everybody come to Haeundae. That.
Exactly, yeah.
In the modern day, because Busan, and this is for the better, we are associated with fun. vacation, and kind of luxury even.
I think that's a good thing to be associated
Right.
with. It brings in tourism.
Definitely. And also a little bit of nostalgia. But then what's really interesting, and I keep dragging us back to the past, this again goes back to the 1930s of this image of Busan as a vacation spot in this very old-timey tune, 조선 팔경가. Let's take a listen.
You know, I can see in my head a black and white flickering image.
Fuzzy image.
With like old cars or horses and carts being pulled around.
And this lady, with those like the metal mics, the old mics. All right, so this is by 선우 일선. This song was also written during the colonial period, kind of a form of resistance, seeking to express national pride over the motherland. So 조선 팔경 meaning the 8 great beauties, 8 great sites across the country. So the piece sings about 8 great lands, features of the land, Mount Kumgang, Mount Halla, and then in the second verse, 석굴암 and 해운대. And then 부전, 고원, 평양, 백두산, 압록강, and so on. So yeah, the moon, the late night moon of 해운대 is beautiful. And then of course, again, the piece that I just sang, the vacation anthem of 부산 바캉스 by Skull and Haha.
Yeah.
Fun fact though, you would imagine, that music video, maybe featuring Marine City, 해운대.
Yeah, 광안리 as well.
It was filmed in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, wah wah. But initially, the song wasn't about Busan. They decided to change the lyrics literally the day before the team departed to the U.S. to film their music video. But then, things happen unintentionally, but it's so famous.
Yeah.
And now it's one of the songs used by the Lotte Giants for their official games.
They could always reshoot the music video, right?
I know. So I think there's like an unofficial versions of it, but yeah, so there we have it.
I mean, Busan has such a rich music history. Honestly, because I only knew about the modern songs, like the recent one. I had no idea about some of these older songs that we've listened to. It definitely makes me reflect and think about the music that has evolved through the city to reach where we are today in the whole country.
Right.
Which is K-pop and songs of great joy.
I mean, we do. And then, maybe next week I'll address the artists because we haven't even gotten to the famous artists who are based in Busan all the way to BTS, So, but anyways, from these cheerful goodbye songs, the tragic days of occupation, all the way to the sparkling luxury and vacation days, Busan's locations, our city sites, they have been inspirational. They have inspired countless artists. So it really shows how much of a role we have in popular culture. And what is culture? What is music? It adds to the collective psyche of the country. So here we go. Busan in the threads of the land that is Korea.
That was incredibly interesting, and I had no idea about this. That's why I like this segment, because I get to learn about things that I honestly was quite ignorant to.
Yeah, me too. I was researching this. This was so interesting. This was so fun. So yeah, thanks for having me.
We now have a deeper understanding about the history of Busan music. Thank you, Haley, and I look forward to next week.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone, it is time to wrap up the show here. Thank you for joining me this Monday. I'll see you tomorrow for the live show. We're going to finish off with this song. This is 섬집 아기, by Be The Voice.
아가가 혼자 남아 집을 보다가 파도가 줄여주는 저녁 노래에 스르륵 발을 빼고 잠이 듭니다. 아가는 잠을 고니 자고 있지만 가을에